when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? When we talking about practice. Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than 1, then it's not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach you with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machine, you hook like a Roman, that's IB. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block me. They mock me, I just show them. I go try to stomach this thug life. The brain got the nose bandana on the grip. All here's coming out the phone. Connected from Cali to New York, nigga, so let it go. Pay for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows. Thinking you woke until your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game. These niggas lame. Stay bringing shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same. We want the easy pass. Tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through fire. You can't stand the rain. Take an aim. Tell him running, he can try his best. Drive a car named after me, that's why I'm in the set. Lamping these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number 1 in everything I do, that's why I'm running west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, I'm coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, tip it till I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick, I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch it. My touch it is diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun. Head now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas. We burn the crib. I'm ahead now, and I hope they get hit now. I don't care if you think it's hit, nigga. I don't fear cloud. Policies make it sound like rainbow. That's a firestorm. Get the job done, and if you would get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war. I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex. That's why I am armed. Shit, they live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through the shit so ever. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
I'll play one more song, then we're gonna get started.
Belly of the beast, motherfucker, I'm a beast. See this girl turn me out, with them chewies, I'm a freak. It's a full moon out, I'm a wolf of God eat. Now I don't deal with fuck niggas, so my nigga keep it brief. I don't trust the white man, I can only trust my right
everybody
hand.
come in the room. We're going live. We're going live. We'll start the class in a little bit. Let a couple more people come in. All right.
Come and see how we living. It's a war of the lot better. Hide your children. Youngest saw this man get shot down. He don't got no feelings. Street turn you to a monster, man. Watch us make a killer. Hit him with that Mossberg. Who that creeping through my window? Heard your girl blowing like this old Nintendo. She the one who with this when that power's in the window. Afraid from the slave. Think I'm going info. See you creeping. 4 pound will have you weaking. The turkey stuffer. My amulet, the Mohican. You big steppers. Fuck around and start tweaking. As you became. Shemile when I'm speaking. It's a big dog.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. All right, this is the ISUPK. Start out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commander Junior Hanna. We're here to teach the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of this Bible. All right, my name is Nicole, Officer 500, stationed here in Philadelphia. All right, going live from the Chester, Salagia, going live from Trenton, New Jersey. All right, ISUPK page, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. All right, to all ISUPK content. But of course, man, if you just coming in, you understand, make sure you're not in the school, write your name and the city that you checking in from, man, so you can always get attendance. So that can count upon your days of changing who you are. All right. So, and I'm also going live for the reservations, man. You know, we love the Native Americans. All right. Ain't nobody gonna be there. We gonna be there for them. You understand? The ISUPK and the Commander Junior Hanna. All right. So today's topic is strength. All right. How you withhold strength, man. You know, a lot of times with oppression being so at our doorstep, you understand, we are faced with certain situations in life where strength has to be displayed. You know, sometimes you might not have the strength, right? Sometimes you might not have it. So in this Bible, the Lord set up everything so that you will understand how to maintain strength, how to maintain integrity, how to have a sound mind. All right. Having a sound mind is being of the Lord. Right. You know, the Lord wants us to always make sure that we're thinking clearly, making sure that we're being precise, being logical. You understand? Because as a nation, you know, it's not wise for us to, you know, make wrong moves, because we one body. So one person make a wrong move, it can cause a ripple effect down the line. All right. So let's go to the book of Philippians. All right. Book of Philippians. All right. It's one of them little books, you understand, within the New Testament. All right. Philippians. Let's go to chapter 4 and verse 15. Philippians chapter 4 and verse 15. Okay. I'm going to let y'all get a little bit of time. Again, you want to always focus on being strong. All right. This path is not easy. It's not a cakewalk. It's nothing that you can just say, hey, I'm going to take on this journey and it's going to be a breeze. It's not going to be a breeze. You're going to be hit with trials and tribulations. You're going to be hit with things that you might have never thought that you would have to face. All right. Because the Lord is preparing you to be all that you can be. You understand? He's preparing you to be able to lead other people that is going through the things that you're going through, all right, or may have went through. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. You understand? A brother might have issues, you understand, dealing with the streets. Well, guess what? You know, you might have came out of the streets, right? And you overcame that. So now showing brotherhood, you would also show that brother, hey man, you know, I understand what you're going through. You understand? But this is what you need to do. You understand? Because you never know. You're going to be you never know when that day will come when the Lord is going to put somebody in front of you and you're going to have to regurgitate everything that you had to do to get yourself in order and how to overcome your battles and your trials and tribulations. Right? You're going to have to show them the same thing. You're going to have to tell them verbatim what you done learned, and you're going to see that, man, it's a blessing that I was able to overcome the obstacles that I was faced with. Okay. So this is the book of Philippians chapter 4. All right. In verse 15, it says, now ye Philippians know also that in the beginning of the gospel, all right, when I departed from Macedonia, no church communicated with me as concerning giving and receiving, but ye only. All right. So again, you want to understand that the gospel, man, all right, and this is what should strengthen you. You understand? What you want to know is this, that Christ, the gospel is Christ sending his disciples to only teach the 12 tribes of Israel, to teach them to come back to the Lord, teach them to love one another, all right, and that, yes, you're able to come back, you understand, into the fold. No, like your sin, you understand, as long as you sin no more and you accept this journey that you're gonna have to face, you understand, avoiding temptation, being faced with trials and tribulations, being hit with tests and making sure that you pass them. All right. Yeah, you was a disgusting person before, but you have a chance because a black man of the name of Yahweh Jesus, as we known as Jesus Christ, has sent out his disciples to teach us. All right, and the knowledge is still here. It's here. It was taken away, but now it's back. You understand? And the prophets live on through this Bible, and the prophets supposed to live on through us. You understand? It says that the prophets never die. You understand? Because they stand true on the truth. Okay? So you want to make sure that you understand that Christ came for us. And that should strengthen you because Christ died for his brothers and his sisters. He died for us. That should give you some understanding that if Christ can literally know from a young lad that he is going to have to die for his people, then we should be able to deal with the trials and tribulations that we're faced with. All right. And I think that I might have got the wrong chapter. You know what? We're going to move on to the next one. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, the 31st chapter and 6th verse. All right. 31st chapter and 6th verse. All right. And again, talking about strength. Strength is what's going to, the only way you get real strength is from the Lord. All right. Living the life of an Israelite is not easy. You have to be strong on what you do. You cannot be weak, because when you fall weak, that's when Satan can grab a hold of you and you are a puppet now. You understand? And here in the ISBK, we teach our people, we teach the people, we have to teach each other, hey, this is how you handle these situations. This is how you got to look at life in this lens right here, because this is what the Lord wants us to look at it through. And it gives you clarity. All right. You must maintain strength on this journey. I don't know how many ways I have to explain that, but I will keep explaining it in various ways throughout this class, throughout this session that I'm having with you. All right, here. So the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 6. All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 6. It says, be strong and of good courage. All right. Be strong, man. You understand? Don't be weak. You understand what I'm saying? Like, one thing that we do in the school, you understand, we don't show sad countenance. We don't, we in this school, you will learn to not look tired. Don't look beaten down. You will learn these things. You understand? Your parents is you strong. Within yourself, you're strong because you serving the Lord, man. You serving the Lord, you praying, you understand, you keeping the commandments, the laws, statutes, and commandments. You dig what I'm saying? You got to be strong and of good courage, man. Not being afraid. Not being afraid of the things, you understand, that is not greater than the Lord. Nothing is greater than the Lord. We supposed to fear the Lord. That's the beginning of wisdom. Because when you able to fear the Lord, guess what? Everything's going to fall in place. You fear the Lord, guess what? You're not going to sit up there and have sex with that whore, because you're going to be like, the Lord said not to deal with whores. And if I deal with this whore, I'm only going to upset the Lord. This is a snare for my life right here. And we have to avoid the snares on our journeys, man. Everybody is on the journey. You understand? Though we walk together, we all have a path that is paved out for ourselves. You understand? What I go through, what I gotta go through in life, Yes, we're both Israelites. We all Israelites, but we all have our own battles. But what helps us be able to overcome our battles and be victorious on the battlefield is when we get counsel, when we lean on the Lord for understanding. You understand? Because this world don't know nothing. We don't know nothing. Look at the results that we get in today's time. We get no real good results. That's why our relationships goes down to the ground. The reason why our children, I just seen young women, you understand, that they in high school going to prom, dressing like they Cardi B or Nicki Minaj. Like that's acceptable, and the parents is allowing it because these are the same parents, okay, that wanted to live their best life. And they feel as though there's nothing wrong with it. That's a problem. This world don't know nothing, man. And this is why the ISUPK has to be out on the forefront, on the vanguard, making sure that the Lord's words is being heard. You understand? Like, we all should know that we should be contacting the ISUPK to get counsel when we're going through things. When we're going through things personally, when we learn about how we deal with other people, you understand, dealing with relationships, we should always have the first thing on our mind, let me go to a priest of the Lord, because that's how I'm going to get to the bottom of this. But because we lean on our own understanding and we are under these curses, we don't think about getting counseling. We'd rather just not endure what's going on and just submit, right? How many brothers is in their head, they homie got killed. Homie got killed. They got a lot of, they don't want to go out and kill this brother. You understand? They don't want to go kill that sister that lined their brother up. But it's a demon that they facing. It should be, they should understand. And that's how deep it is, how deep we are in these curses. Let's take a brother that's in the ISUPK. His brother get killed. Of course, he's going to want revenge. He's going to want revenge, and he might be that brother that is willing to go all the way with it. But because of the knowledge of God, that vengeance is of the Lord, he's going to make a phone call, and he's going to have to battle, you understand, within himself, and accept that the man that's on the other line from the UPK is going to tell him to stand down, you understand, put the gun away, you understand, and relax. And here goes the whole matter. If we understood that the UPK is here for the people, that the ISUPK is at your service. Ain't that how the curses say? We are really at your service. You don't see no other group. You don't see no other religion. You don't see no other so-called spiritualist groups and all types of spiritual ways of life. You don't see the commission people out on the streets. You don't see their number plastered all over the internet. You understand? You don't see them. Why? Because this ain't for them. The spirit of the Lord is not with them. What commission person that you know that you can just call and somebody's going to answer that phone? They don't offer them services like that. So, to go back to the scripture that we're about to go back to in the book of Deuteronomy, the 31st chapter and the 6th verse, it says, be of good courage. Have no fear, man. Don't allow things to bring you down. Know that you are greater than whatever the hell you're going through in your mind. Strategize. And that's what comes with close observation of this Bible. That men was faced and women was faced with certain situations, and they had the double down and really they had to get in that mind of this. They had to go deep inside their heart, their mind, and think. Okay, give you a prime example. When what is it? Levi and the and Reuben. Was it Reuben? No. Um, it was Levi, and it's the so-called Simeon. Simeon and Levi, because they was angry, if they would have got the counsel from their father about, yo, I'm like about to black out on everybody. I'm about to line everybody up. There's gonna be body dropping everywhere, right? If they would have did that and took heed and got the counsel from their father didn't want to kill them. He didn't want to kill the Africans, even though that they raped his daughter. He wanted to keep it peace because he knows, yo, this is going to start a war, and we cannot win this war, and we can be wiped out. We got to think smart on this. So, as a result, their father was displeased. Their father was displeased with the actions. He didn't agree with it. And now when you look at the prophecies that came to pass, you understand the nation, the tribes, the tribe Levi, who is the so-called Haitians and the Simeonites, who is Shamawan, the so-called Dominicans. Now they beef. When they was like this at one point in time, they was close. That's why they was on that island together. You got to start realizing the truth. We're getting to these history books, man. We got history classes in the Isupk. We got everything for you to be a scholar. This is free knowledge too. It's free game. You get whatever, free everything. You understand? But it comes with a price for you to give up the old you, give up the old woman, give up the old man. You got to let it go. You understand? So let's go back to it. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 6. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not. Fear not, man. Don't live your life in fear. You're going to live your life in fear and be a schizophrenic. You're going to be paranoid. You're going to deal with anxiety and depression. The Lord said, don't fear. So don't fear. Don't fear how I'm gonna pay these bills. Living in fear, like, you in the crazy neighborhood and you just afraid. You understand? Just so afraid of all types of things. You understand? The Lord wants you to be strong. Why he wants you to be strong? Because he wants you to know that I'm with you. Of course, you got to serve the Lord, but don't be afraid, because the Lord is the one that creates life and gives death sentences. You understand? Let's keep going. Nor be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of no living soul at all. Don't be afraid of anything. You understand? Don't be afraid of your enemies. So many people, let me tell you something. When you go into this, you go deeper into you understand, into the work, you'll hear a lot of people say, man, the people, man, they kill the ones that talk too much. You ain't supposed to be afraid. Give you an example. None of the prophets was afraid. And let me tell you, they was going through things worse than what we going through. You understand? They was being made public examples, getting the eyes poked out of their head, scalped. You understand? Raped, all types of things, man. Evil things. You ain't supposed to be afraid of nothing, man. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep going. Boom, boom, boom. For the Lord thy God, it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. The Lord will not forsake you. The Lord will have your back. Look at Moses. Moses was stepping. Hey, what's going on, cousin? What's going on? You know what I mean? You here? You know what I mean? Come learn something. We actually reading out the Bible. Let me tell you something. You go to church. What I'm going to break down to what I'm breaking down tonight, a pastor won't even read 10% of what I'm bringing out right now, and it's all out the Bible. You understand? What we just read was don't be afraid, be of good courage, be strong. That's what the Lord wants us to be. You understand? And I can show you in the Bible, so many people try to talk about the Israelites. Let me tell you something. The Israelites carried a spirit of warfare because that's what we always had inside of us. You go look inside the book of Deuteronomy and go look in the book of what's the Joshua. Read the book of Joshua and see all the accounts of bodies that we was dropping in the name of the Lord. And it said in the name of the Lord. So okay, let me get this straight. And we still on the topic of strength. A man should never ever be inside of a church shaking a tambourine, stumping his foot around, faking the Holy Ghost. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? That is something that a man should never do. A man's supposed to be in some boots. You understand? He's supposed to be masculine. He's supposed to be walking around letting it be known this is what a man's supposed to be. Because look at what's going on right now. Men is at an all-time low. You understand? And the men in the ISUPK has to show excellent masculinity here on the earth. And so do our sisters. Our sisters got to show the most feminine approaches on earth because everybody don't understand their role. Men don't know how to be men. Women don't know how to be women. Men see a man being, you understand? Yeah, listen, this is where you want to get back to your spirituality, cousin. You understand? Because let me tell you something. I was in all those books and they was making it seem like, yeah, the Bible is not real. You understand? And once you start breaking down this Bible, it helps you realize and understand who you are and who other people is. You think that listen, let me tell you something. It's so many books that they have out there when they tell you who the white man really is in the Bible. Let me tell you something. You know that Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are more closer to white people than Africans. People be like, what the hell? Well, let me tell you something. First, the Africans don't share the same progenitor. All right. It was, you go look in the times of Noah, you had his three sons, Ham, Japheth, and Shem. We are considered Shemites. Same thing as the Chinese, all right, and the white man. We all come from Shem, right? We come from Shem. The Africans come from Ham. And this is in the books, and they hide these things from us. Want to know why? Because they don't want you to know that they have the Lord chosen people under their foot. Man. Like, we forget that this is kingdoms. America is a kingdom. Europe is a kingdom. China is a kingdom. You think that they really about to put somebody in office to bring the slaves up to them? No. That's why they feed you breadcrumbs. That's why the Lord said, don't ever in your life seek to have peace with these people. Meaning, don't try to say, hey, buddy, to Becky. No, the Lord said, leave Becky and what's another? Tom alone. Leave Brad alone. Leave them where they at. We don't need to dwell with them. We need to dwell with one another first. You understand me? So let's keep going. Let's rewind it back because I was actually saying something that was heavy. It coming back to me. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, the spiritualities, right? Many spiritualities try to talk down on the Bible, but when you look at what they produce you to just sit around and serve self. Okay, it creates you to be selfish. What Africans do you see in the streets putting together organizations for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? They don't even give a damn about the Haitians or the West Indian people. They won't let them join up in their union. It's on the internet. Haiti tried to go join into Africa. They told them that they're not African enough. And you already know when Africans come over here, they don't like us. We go over there, they treat us with hate. That's the truth. I'm in Philly. Can't nobody tell me, oh, Africans don't treat you like that. Come on now. I got Africans outside right now of my house. You understand that don't like me for nothing. You understand? Let me try to deal with their woman, and they're going to look at me like I'm crazy and probably disown they family member. You understand? So the Lord said, well, I just read from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31 and verse 6. It says, don't fear nobody because the Lord is with you, man. Make sure that the Lord is with you. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. All right. I love to go to the scripture because it's a clear cut and understanding of what you should be doing, how you gain the strength, how you gain the wisdom. You know, you can't just try to come to this and think that it's just going to be that. All right. So for people that might not know, we are Israelites. That's something that you want to know. And I'm going to show you that Paul himself acknowledged that he was an Israelite as well. And your Christian pastor, you can ask him, are we Israelites? Or her, are we Israelites? Can I consider myself an Israelite? 9 out of 10, they're going to say no. You're a Christian. You're a Baptist. Let me show you what Paul said. It's the book of Romans, chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? Has God cast away his people? He didn't turn his back on us because he gave us Christ. He gave us Christ and he gave us a chance at life. That should be strengthening to you. You should understand that you ain't nothing and you shouldn't get anything. None of us should. Because we're so disgusting and vile. Let's be honest. Look at your track record and what you did in your life and really ask yourself, do you really deserve the Lord mercy? None of us do. But the Lord know better than us. And he loves us and he wants to give us another chance. That's why the ISUBK is here, to teach our people. Because we had to be taught. You got to learn how to keep the laws, statutes, and commands. That's what strengthens you. That's why we have the law class. This ain't no coincidence. We ain't just say, oh, we're going to do the law class. No, the law class, brotherhood class, scripture breakdown, history, the Lashwan Kodash, and the Sabbath service is all here to strengthen you. Because you're reading the what? The words of God. That's what you're reading. That's what you understanding. You better truly listen and observe what the Lord is bringing out in his Bible. Because if you don't listen, you don't want to listen to what the Lord say, then prepare for the Lord to turn his back on you. Prepare for that. And that's in the book of Hosea, the 4th chapter and 6th verse. It says that my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And because they don't want to listen, I'm going to turn my back on them. Paraphrasing. So it said that we're destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Here goes some knowledge right here. Let's go back to it. The book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 1. I say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. No, he did not cast us away. Because if we did, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you telling you, hey man, we gotta come back to these laws, statutes, and commands. I would be sitting outside doing whatever the hell I wanted to do. But because the Lord had not cast us away, now we all have a chance of redemption. We all have a chance of being redeemed. All right, let's keep going. All right, it said, "For I also am an Israelite." Is a what? An Israelite. So, Pastor Pork Chop, you better stop playing with us, man. You better start realizing the truth. You understand what I'm saying? You better start realizing, stop playing with the Lord, man. The Lord said that we are Israelites. That means respect, put some respect on Israel. And what does it mean to be an Israelite? You keeping the law, statutes, and commands. You realizing that you are the Lord's chosen people, that you come from a royal bloodline of priests and prophets, princes and princesses and kings. The Lord said that you are born into royalty. But what value does the salt have if it doesn't have the flavor? You understand what I'm saying? Like, we better start realizing, understand how important it is to keep these laws, statutes, and commands. Because these are things that's going to make you strong and conquer nations, man. Help go out and save your people. You can't do this job being weak, man. I'm trying to tell you. You definitely can't be in the ISBK being weak. Because you're going to fall, and we going to all see you. You're going to be all in the school. And then eventually you're going to go float off somewhere else. Go wear purple and fringes on your shirt. You understand? Or you're going to go back in the world wearing all types of coochie cutters and all types of cleavage showing. You understand? And doing whatever the hell you want to do on the weekends. And we're going to see you, and we're going to say, Lord be with them. They fell weak because they wasn't strong enough for this. Lord be with them. They come back and get their life together. All right. So let's keep going. Let's go to the 12th chapter, the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. All right. And it says, "And be not conformed to this world." Don't be conformed to this world. You understand? In the world, they want you to kill the opposition. They want you to, a brother look at you wrong. He inbox your girl. You understand? He ain't pay you your money. He sold you some bad drugs. He ran off on you. He killed your mans. He talking trash on the internet. Kill that man. Ladies, you just looking at the brother looks. You believe that you can wear and live whatever you want to, lifestyle you want to live. You want to be an OnlyFans model. You understand? You want to be in a strip club. But then you want a man to take you serious. And you try, and you try, and every time you fail miserably, and you wonder, why are these Negroes so out of pocket? Let me tell you something. Because you are conformed to this world, and you are stupid. You are stupid because you believe that you can do it your way and not the Lord way. It ain't working. It's something called cause and effect. Go look that up. When we don't follow the laws of God, things only get worse. Go look inside. Go look at those prime pictures that's about to go flood the internet in a couple of weeks. Go just look at it and look at how these young girls, the parents is allowing them to go to. I mean, good night. Like when I was in high school, the school wouldn't even allow you to come in there. But because the school system don't even care no more, and the parents don't care, these young girls can come to the prom wearing whatever. I seen a couple of the pictures, man, and I just felt bad because I have a daughter, And I would never allow my daughter to ever do that because I love her. You don't love your child if you allow them to do evil. You understand? You don't love them. You allow your daughter to go out and wear whatever the hell she want to wear. You don't love her, man. You understand? Don't be conformed to this world. Stop thinking that you can do whatever the hell you want to do in life and ain't going to be no consequences. Because the ones that observe the time, the one that is reading this Bible and taking to heart what the Lord is saying, we see why things is the way it is in your life. And now we got to break it down to you and tell you, you better get out the world. You better get out the world or you're going to destroy yourself, man. We seen it happen all the time. You go turn on the news, go on World Star, go on Instagram, go on Facebook. You're going to see a bunch of scenarios that shouldn't even be if they stop being of the world. Let's keep going. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Ooh-wee. You gotta change your whole jabang. Change everything. Strip yourself naked of all the world, man. Go put on some garments, man. Most brothers, we go get a cover from Hebrew Academy. You understand? We get out the world, we go get a cover to make sure that we strong and well put and certified. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to transform the way that you think, the way how you process things. You cannot think the same way that you did before. That old person that you were, you must put that to death completely. So all the trials and tribulations that you faced in the past, you got to put that to death. You got to put it to rest. You understand what I'm saying? You have to become a new person. It has to be to the point where people be like, "Dang, man, you don't move the same way you used to. Your energy different. Good night. That's good, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to change everything. Put down the drugs. Controlling your emotions. Being sound mind. That's the type of things you want to have. You understand? Because you're transforming your mind. Give you another thing. What strengthens you. How you treat your brothers and your sisters, man. How the love that you have for another brother and sister. That strengthens you. Transforming your mind. You'll no longer look at your own people as, just anybody. You will know, I might not know this brother or sister, but that's my people. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to have nothing but love and respect for my people. And ain't nobody telling you to go hug everybody and all that. Don't be like that. But you have a certain respect for your people because we all we got. Let's just keep it real. We all we got. Who else? The Lord even said, come together, the nation that's not desired. We are not desired by nobody. That not desired nation was us. It goes that's in Zephaniah 2:1, and it shows that the nation of Israel is supposed to stick together and be separate. Let's keep going. All right. So, boom, boom, boom. All right. That ye may prove what is good. How do you prove what is good? How do you do that? Prove what is good. How do you prove? You understand what is good? We know good is of the Lord. So how do you prove what is good? You understand? You study and you do. You understand? Here in the Isupk, we real big on unity, family, sticking together, loving one another. You understand? That's what we do here. And that's what separates us from everybody else. Because everybody else, man, listen. You can know all the precepts shout them all out. I know that precept. I know that breakdown. That breakdown. You can know all of it. Well, what good is it if you don't have an ounce of brotherhood? You understand? What is it that you don't have no unity in your heart? It's useless. Yeah, you know all those scriptures, but it's almost like what the so-called spiritualists do. They read all them books, and you look at the work that they have put in the community for 5 years compared to our work that we put in the community for 5 years, you'll see that they didn't even hit 3% of what we doing. Raising up schools, you know what I'm saying? Raising up brothers, raising up sisters, building families, fixing families, feeding brothers and sisters in the prison system. You understand? Feeding people on the bricks. So much things that we can go into and just in 5 years. We got to realize what is truth and what is not. That's all it really is. Right? Boom, boom, boom. It says, and acceptable and perfect the will of God. All right. So the will of God is this, man, that we keep the commandments, that we keep the law, statutes, and commands, and we don't turn our back on the Lord. All right, let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 47 and verse 10. All right, Isaiah chapter 41, verse 10. All right, man, that smoke killing me, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know you gotta send the smoke up. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed. You understand? Don't be afraid when you understand you face with certain things. Like, don't feel like you can't overcome whatever you're going through. You understand? Don't get yourself in a pit of sadness when you face with certain things and it might not go your way. You understand? You gotta stand tall and stand firm and understand that the Lord is with you, man. And that you have to lean on the Lord. Don't lean on your own understanding, because leaning on your own understanding is only going to make it worse. You're gonna be sitting there like, man, I'm so bugged out. Like I can't grab a hold of life. Is because you're not leaning on the Lord. You're not keeping the law, statutes, commands, and you're not leaning on the Lord. Lean on Him. Don't fear nothing. Whatever life is trying to throw at you, you know what? You just be hands on. You know what? Here goes a situation. I'm going to dissect this, look all at it, examine this. Shout out to Captain Tazariak. You know what I mean? Got the spray bottle. I was meant to do it in the beginning. Make sure y'all hit up Captain Tazariak. Tazariak and Liddy Creations. All right. Is bomb. This is Fuego. You understand? Cologne bottle. It's fire. Literally, that's what it's called, fuego. All right, means fire in Spanish. This is fire. You know what I'm saying? I think I got this for like $20, maybe 25. I'm not too sure. Right, pretty sure it was $20 positive. But this is that work. All right, so good for the promotion. Shout out to Captain Tazariot and the whole heavy hitting crew over there in New York City. All right, so boom. Let's say we got this. This is a problem right here. Right? This is a problem. Let's just say this is a problem right here. And let's just say this is a problem as well. Should I use that? Yeah. Boom. Let's say, matter of fact, let's not use the AirPod. Let's use this. Right? Let's say this pen is a problem and this bottle right here is a problem. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar, if y'all grab, now I'm going to give y'all a warning. All right? If you grab Captain Tazariak body oils, body butters, and cologne, brothers, you will get another baby sooner than you think. And ladies, you will get a baby sooner than you think. All right? Be careful. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right? So, boom. This is a problem, and this is a problem. Now, a lot of times in life, we got a bunch of problems, right? Let's say, let me get another pen. All right, let me see something. All right, my wife, she does sewing. So let's just say these three right here is problems. This is how you want to deal with problems, right? Isolate yourself for a second. Give yourself some time. Like, all right, let me get this right. So, boom, you got problems. You can either go to the heavy ones first or the light ones. Let's just say I'm going to go to the heavy ones. It's me. I'm a hands-on bull type of guy. So, boom, I have a problem. I'm going to examine the whole problem, why it came. You understand? What is the problem? Looking at it. So now I'm observing the whole problem, right? This is how you deal with your problems. All right. Of course, always get counsel, but I'm giving you something that you can use, all right, that is very beneficial. So now you're examining the whole issue, right? So now we deal, all right, with we deal here in the IHBK with solutions. All right. You have to find solutions to your problems. Do not allow a problem just to float there. Like, I'm not going to allow this problem right here to go untouched. You understand? It's not just going to sit there and just be like this. And I'm just looking at everything and I'm just going to just walk past it because it's still there. So now I'm going to look at this problem. I'm going to be like, okay. All right, cool. I see what it is. The reason why it's here. I'm holding myself accountable. If that's what it gotta be. Okay, this is the problem right here. Okay, what can I do to solve this problem? So boom. If you don't have the knowledge on the situation, what do? You get counsel. You pick up the phone. Don't call Tyrone. Don't call Keisha. You call a officer, captain, or a general captain or officer in the school. You understand? You make that phone call and you figure you get look, I got this issue right here. Right? And I got some other issues too. Shoot, you better get all your questions all in the lineup. Now you got these problems and issues, right? So now you on the phone, right? I'm gonna put the phone down. So you on the phone, you ask some questions, right? You look at the problem, right? You examine it all the way. Be real with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself when you're dealing with problems. Because if you're not being real to yourself, then you're never going to get anywhere with that issue and problem. And that issue, you're going to try to go past it, and it's still going to be there. You peep this in the back, it's behind me, aka in the back of my head. And eventually, you're going to make a full circle because problems circulates. It can come back around in a full circle. We all heard that before. So now this problem, we got the counsel on it. The counsel is going to show you how to do what? To defeat this battle that you're having right here. You're going to get the answers. You're going to take heed to the counsel because that counsel is not from that man or that woman, is from the Lord. If you get counsel from the ISBK. All right. So we got that problem out the way. This is a small problem. We look at it, we examine it, and we figure out the solution. How can we fix this and make sure that the problem can be fixed and it can be civilized? Not being irrational, not going off the god darn edge, but actually making sure that this problem and situation right here is solved. You can get counsel, or if you done got enough knowledge inside of from the ISBK, you're gonna look at this joint right here and say, boom, that's how I can deal with that. So now, sometimes some problems don't go overnight, but you will have the mindset, when I'm faced with that issue again, this is what I'm going to do. Because I already set up what? A battle strategy. The Lord said he is a man of war. A man of war strategizes, full of integrity and courage and power and respect and determination. So now This problem right here. Now, mind you, we just went through two problems. Now we're dealing with the third problem. How I'm looking at it, okay. All right, I see why this is going on. Okay, cool. I'm going to get counsel, or I already have the knowledge of the Lord, and I've been in class and I have read and got proper breakdowns already. So now I'm going to look at this problem. I'm not going to allow it to overwhelm me. None of these problems is supposed to overwhelm you, because you're coming with a battle strategy, so that now when you is faced again, your mind is already prepared for what? For battle. Think about these things as battles. All right. Christianity then tore us up and made us think that we ain't at war. You are the biggest enemy can be yourself, because yourself got to get yourself into the kingdom of heaven. Yourself is the one that would get yourself into prison. So you want to make sure that you always got on the whole armor of the Lord. This problem right here will be solved and go. And that's just how it is. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do. We have to look at our problems. We have to be hands-on, quick. Don't allow the problem to go untouched, and then you later down the line, you sitting up there bugged out about the situation because you never dealt with it. That's not of the way of the Lord. The Lord said, deal with your problems and be strong. All right. Let me see if there's any more on this right here in Isaiah 10th chapter. Let's read from the top. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. It said, fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. He is what? Thy God, meaning your God. All right. Our God. I will strengthen thee. Yea, I will help thee. Yea. So when you feeling on low terms, it's like you feel like you done got hammered by the whole world, right? You down and out. You know what the Lord wants you to do? Lean on him. Don't lean on your own understanding. Don't do what you think is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to understand, if I'm staying true to the Lord is going to stay true to me. So you make sure that you do what? You do what the Lord say to do. It just said it right here. These ain't my words. This is out the Bible. And this is what we must do as Israelites. Go back to the Bible. Lean not on your own understanding. Because when you start leaning on your own understanding, you begin to know nothing. How can you try to say that you smarter than the Most High? You're stupid. You don't know nothing. If you did, guess what? You was done already surpassed what the ISUPK is doing, because this is what need to be done, fixing our people, keeping all the laws. You would have already knew. If you knew something, you don't know nothing. Everything that you know is supposed to be sculptured around this Bible. Everything, every last thing that you do, everything got to come out this Bible. And if it don't, good night. You're going to see that you don't know nothing. You're going to see yourself in prison, in the nut house, in all types of bad relationships. You understand? Getting lined up, getting guns put to your head because you thought that, oh, I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to lean on my own understanding. You lean on your own understanding. You inside of that house, and that homie of yours did not tell you that he is beefing and guys come in with guns, come rob you. You don't know. He probably got a couple bricks and pounds all in and guns all in the house. You understand? And you got guns pointed to your head now. Or you can get shot. Make it or not make it. Things worse can happen when you lean on your own understanding. You understand what I'm saying? Is there any more on that? Okay. So we can drop that. All right. So let's get to it. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter and 4th verse. All right. Again, the Lord is a man of war. He ain't no soft Christian like the Christian church try to make it seem like. Hey, what's going on, sis? I hope everything's going on well with you. I heard you was in the hospital. I mean, Lord be with you. All right. Lord be with you. I hope everything going well. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. Saw you at the Passover. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing. Keep coming to class. Enduring. That's what we all got to do. Keep enduring. All right. So what I say? Fourth verse. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 4. All right. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you. What does it mean that the Lord go with you? Let me explain. So you and your, going about your day, right? You on your journey. You understand? The Lord wants you to understand that he is with you. If you serving the Lord, you keeping these laws, statutes, and commands, you in the truth, the Lord is with you. Let's read it again. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. All right. That just goes to show you that the Lord is a man of what? War. He is a man of war, and the Lord is in your corner. We have to really understand that, because when you start realizing that the Lord is really in our corner, it gives you this one understanding. And the understanding is this, that America will no longer stand when Christ come back. The Lord is going to avenge us. Remember, when Cain and Abel was in the garden, I mean, not in the garden, when they was, when they was bringing their sacrifices to the Lord, remember, Cain killed his brother because he didn't give the sacrifice that pleased the Lord. So he murdered his brother. Remember, he murdered his brother. And never say that am I my brother's keeper. That was insultive for Cain to say. He was being fresh with his mouth when he said that to the Lord. Meaning that, am I his keeper? That's what he was saying. Like, am I like his keeper? Like, am I supposed to be like keeping after him like a shepherd would be over his flock? Am I his keeper? Being smart with the Lord. And the Lord said, why does your brother blood cry up unto me? So you don't think that Breonna Taylor blood cries up to him? Emmett Till blood crying unto him? All the slaughtered millions of Native Americans and so-called Hispanics and blacks blood, that's over 1 million, of over 10 million innocent souls that was murdered and raped and pillaged. You understand? By the oppressor. You understand? You better realize that the Lord is going to redeem us. So the Lord is going to redeem us. That just shows you, like, if he avenged Abel's death, he's also going to avenge our death. He's also going to make sure that he deal with these other nations for doing what they did to us. And it says that he is with us. So you always want to understand, being in this truth, understand that the Lord is with you. And that's not something that you want to take light, man. The Lord is with you because you showing that you actually, you understand, you actually care about getting to the kingdom of heaven. You understand? Let's go to the last scripture. All right. Boom, boom. Let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 31 and verse 24. Let's go to the book of Psalms. All right. Book of Psalms, chapter 31, verse 24. Yeah, 31 and 24. My fault, y'all. 31 and 24. All right. We're coming up to the end of the class. Again, I thank y'all for tuning in. You understand? People tuning in like all the time, man. Numbers is going up, subscribers is going up. You understand? Just keep tuning in. Take notes. Take notes. Understand what's going on, because when we start going into these scriptures, breaking down what the Lord is saying, being honest and truthful about ourselves and what we do and what we can do, then that's when we start getting somewhere. Again, best way to strengthen yourself is being real with yourself. You had to be honest. Hold yourself accountable. You understand? And again, learn how to face your problems, come to logical conclusions on how you're going to fix your problems. Don't do what? Let it go behind, and then you never deal with the problem. In life, you do a full circle, and then boom, it's right here, right? It's right back there. No, you want to get to the point where you go, you see the problem. All right, what's going on with this? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. This is what I can do with this. This is what I can do with that. All right, if I do this, this can actually benefit in all types of ways. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, see the problem. All right, shalom. Moving on, because that's what you have to do. You understand? Most people, y'all might have seen the Hebrew Academy. Y'all might have seen us marching and stuff like that. We marching. We going forward. We go forward. We gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep marching through the storm, through the rain. You can never, ever allow the rain to stop you. Never allow the elements of life, the things that comes with life, to stop you from marching forward, man. You understand me? Like, you better understand that the Lord said, gird up your loins. We think that what we go through today is something. Imagine having to worry about if your child, you understand, is going to be raped or molested on a plantation where you have no kind of power. Now you actually you have some kind of freedom now. But back then they had to worry about that. And his disciples had to worry about persecution. You understand what I'm saying? Like, our ancestors had to deal with way more things than what we had to go through. If we can swap, they'd be like, listen, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? For $1.99. I'll do that. Listen, give me that. Y'all can have this. Y'all think this is, come on now. Our ancestors was eating their sandals because it came from the cow, and you can actually reheat it and actually eat it. But that is disgusting. You done walked everywhere. Your feet done stink and all that. And you about to you understand, eat your sandals. We ate our babies because we was that hungry. Do you think that's life? That is not life. You understand? And that is hard. You understand? Christ was crucified. That is hard. That's hard. Having to dodge bullets and can't sleep at night because you don't know when foreign invaders is going to sit up there and ambush your camp. That's hard. Being in one land that was yours, fighting a war, losing most of all your brothers and sisters, children being raped, and brothers and sisters being raped and molested and scalped. And then you given ultimatum: we kill you right now, or you can go on these reservations and, oh yeah, you got to give us your children, and we're going to send them to our charter schools, and yeah, they going to get our education, learn everything from us. You understand? They're going to learn everything from us. They're going to get molested in the school. You understand? This is what our ancestors had to deal with. You follow me? Like, that's what our ancestors had to go through. Not being able to see their children no more. Being shipped off to somewhere that they never seen before. So many people say, "Oh, that wouldn't be me on the plantation. I'll beat master behind." No, you wouldn't, because you don't even have to fight to take it to the man now. You rather get high and do whatever the hell you want to do because you're stupid. So we think that we going through something. Read the story of Christ. And just see the compassion and love that he had for his own people, and just for his own people to sit up there and kill him. Roll with all those brothers and sisters, and only 12 of them was loyal to him. His own brother stabbed him in the back. But, we going through something. What we going through is so damn hard. We got a chance to have this knowledge of the Most High, was being taught out of the ISUPK correctly, where everybody should be at. We have that chance. You watching this class, this is the Lord having mercy on you. Many of our ancestors didn't have this luxury. Your life is so hard. You can actually pick up the phone and call the ISUPK and get counseling. That's simple. Free counseling. That officer is going to give you free counseling. You're going to be sitting there like, yo, free. And somebody that is going to give you what the Lord told them to give to you. We ain't going through the things that our ancestors had to go through. Did you get a plate of pork pulled in front of you and said, if you don't eat this pork, we're going to cut your head, the skin off of your head, and cut your members off, and do all types and put you in a frying pan? Do you got them type of situations? Is you being tied up to 2 different horses, and a white man smacking both of the horses on their behinds to pull your body apart? You got that. Let's go to our grandmothers, our ancestors, being raped and molested all their life, constantly shipped over there and over there and over there, all around the world. I mean, all around the states. You just used like a rag. Now, I'm not saying that these things ain't happening. That type of scenario ain't happening. Lord be with you. Come and get counseling. We here for you if that happened to you. But if you ain't had to go through that, they went through it and they still stayed strong. They fought through that. If you ain't had to get crucified, if you ain't had to work in the 106 degrees weather picking cotton, and if you ain't picked the certain amount of pounds of cotton, you got lashes. If you ain't had to go through that, sometimes you want to just shut your mouth and really follow what the Lord told you to do, and get your mind right. Get that strength up in you. Stop allowing the depression and the anxiety to kick you behind. Sometimes you might have to get medicated. The doctor might say, hey, I think that you need some medicine. I think it might be a chemical imbalance in you, and I think that you might need this medicine. Straight up and down. But remember, you might stress out about what you're going through, but somebody out there has it worse. Oh, I can't pay my bills and this and that. Or, I got this going on in my life. It's some people out here that don't have a house. that don't have family or nothing. It's people out here that got one leg or no legs. I ask you, do you got both of your legs? You got both of your hands? It's military vets that come out with they rods blown off, half a brain, no legs, one arm, and they keep pushing. Go look at some of them videos of people that was born with all types of problems within their body. So you got to start putting yourself in other people's shoes and saying, well, is it that bad? Do I got it that bad? You know, maybe my problem is not that deep after all. Maybe I need to stop being so submerged in my problems and look at, well, dang, I can be without legs. I can be without arms. I can be blind. Man, good night. I know this woman, my ex-girlfriend, her mom was blind. Let me tell you something. That woman went to work every day. You understand what I'm saying? Paid bills. She wasn't getting no check. She was getting a check from the job. She was paying bills, taking care of her children, and did what she had to do. Are you blind? No. I'm not telling you, you're not blind. You got your legs, you got your arms. You just got some problems. Stop allowing your problems to go unsolved. Don't allow that problem. Just don't try to skate past it and just let it be back here. Because now, guess what? You're going to do a full circle, either slow or repeatedly. You just running a short circuit. And you allow that problem to just keep bringing you down. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got one more scripture for y'all. Let's go ahead and read the book of Psalms, chapter 31, verse 24. All right. Boom. All right. It says, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Be of good courage, meaning being strong-minded, being courageous, being strong, and no fear in your heart, being on point, being straight, direct, real with yourself, being courageous. You understand? Let's read that again. The book of Psalms, chapter 31 and verse 24. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. What is your heart? Your mind. You know that you can allow that demon to keep doing what? Allowing that problem in those situations to keep popping up in your mind. Messing with your what? Your mind. Messing with your heart. So now you're depressed, you can see it on you. It comes out of your pores. You understand? You have an anxiety, depression, anger. You understand? These things because you're not dealing with the problems. You're not being of good courage. The Lord said he's going to strengthen your mind. Meaning what? You got a problem? You're going to remember what the Lord said to do. Because wow, you're like a robot. Your mind is like is on automatic. What the Lord say to do. What the Lord say to do. What the Lord told me to do. Did the Lord tell me to do that? No. The Lord said to do this. So now you did what? Because we read earlier, it says you got to wash your brain of all the filth. You got to be transformed. You got to be transformed to do what? To think what the Lord told you to think. Like, stop thinking whatever you want to think in your mind because you don't know nothing. Before we actually cracked open this Bible, we was out here on drugs. You understand? Having sex with whoever, anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Selling drugs, pimping women, being on stripper poles, all on the back pages. You understand? Doing all types of wickedness, murdering, selling drugs, doing drugs, being bad influences. That's what we had. But when you be transformed, when you come back to this Bible, guess what happens? Now, what the Lord say to do? What the Lord say to do? You owe the Lord your loyalty, man. You owe the Lord your loyalty because he could have put you to death a long time ago. But because you're able to pick up this Bible and understand that you're an Israelite, and you actually, the Lord said, you don't choose him, he choose you. You ain't just learn this knowledge and being in the school for no reason. Because in here is the only place where you can actually grow. The only place that you can actually get the spirit of the Lord, man. We look around, the spirit ain't there. I pray you understand that. You don't know nothing. Have your mind programmed what the Lord would tell me to do. Should I do that? What would the Lord tell me to do? I do want to do that. I'm faced with this problem. I think I just want to, man, what the Lord would want me to do. Man, I ain't rocking. You know what I mean? I ain't talking to them. What would the Lord want me to do? That's when you actually gain that wisdom and that knowledge of the Lord. The Lord is with you if you think like that. If you don't think like that, you better start thinking like that. You better start leaning on the Lord for everything because why? The Lord is the one that created the heaven and the earth. He created all of us. You understand? He the one that gave us our birthright. So what you should do is get back to this Bible, get deep into it, study it, read it, get in class, and change yourself. With that being said, that's my time. I thank y'all for tuning in. You understand? Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. All right. You know what I mean? Make sure you share it, man. Share these classes. Send it to to people in your phone book. Because these the type of classes that people need. A lot of us is suffering because of oppression, anxiety, depression. You understand? We suffering from anger and all types of sadness, all types of issues and problems. We dealing with problems because we are in captivity. You understand? And we have to make a change within ourselves. So sharing classes like this and tuning in and taking notes, you understand, is very vital. All right, because these are just one of the steps that you need. You understand to get into the kingdom of heaven. All right. With that being said, I thank y'all for tuning in. Shalom. All right.